A lot of you have been asking me about my apartment at Kingsland City in Lusaka, Zambia. In this video today, I'm going to walk you through what you would expect from application to handover of your property. We chose Kingsland City because of the rave that it was getting, and most importantly because they are able to build for you in absentia. Building from far can be quite challenging. Please share with me your experience if you've been building from far. Maybe you are out of the country or you are just in a different town. What has been your experience of building in absentia? Application. This is the time that you choose the size of property that you want to buy. And Kingsland has a lot of models, a lot of different properties, ranging from a 2-bedroom in a 6-block to 2-bedroom in a semi-detached, 3 beds, 4 beds, and even up to like 5 bedrooms with a reasonable size of land attached to it. Here really the choice is gonna be yours depending on your preference and affordability, of course. In our case, we chose a 2-bedroom apartment in a block of 6. Let me tell you why. The first reason is that I love living close to people. I just believe that as a people we need to be relatable. And besides, in the middle of the night, if I discover that I do not have salt, I want to run to my neighbor and ask for some salt instead of running to ShopRite in the middle of the night. And besides, they'll even be closed, right? What's your take on that? And you won't believe this, but one of my brothers actually owns the apartment right next door to me. How awesome is that? The second reason was because the price was right. You know, I love living within my means, and I didn't want to overstretch myself when making such a wonderful investment. Before you embark on building, you should count the cost. Jesus spoke of this crucial principle in Luke 14:28 and 29, saying, "For which of you, intending to build a tower, sitteth not down first and counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it, lest haply after he hath laid the foundation and is not able to finish it, all that behold it begin to mock him." We picked a price that was comfortable for us. When you make that application, they'll give you an offer and they'll allow you 7 days in which to accept that offer or to reject the offer. When you accept the offer, at this point you can put down your deposit or your down payment, whatever you may call it, or you can literally pay the whole amount off if you are able to afford it. The cost and terms. At the time we applied for our apartment, it was going for $51,500. Mind you, this is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment. This same apartment now is going for $85,000 if I am not mistaken. It has really gone up. I don't know what you think, my bosses. I personally think the jump is too high, from $51,500 to $85,000 within 1 year. What do you think of a 62% increase in a year? Please leave me a comment about that. So there are times where you could pay outrightly. That means just pay off the whole $51,500, or you could pay in 1 year with no interest charged to you, or 2 years with interest of 10%, or 3 years with interest of 15%. And upon the payment of the 30% of the total purchase price, then they would embark on building for you. All the other apartments have different prices. So whatever I'm giving you in this video is only relating to a 2-bedroom apartment, which is in a 6-block, which is the apartment that we got from there. we opted for a 1-year payment plan because we didn't want to be paying interest. If you like this video, please leave me a thumbs up. And for any comments or questions, please leave me a comment below. On the 1st of September 2021, we paid our first down payment of $18,500. After we paid the down payment, they started building for us, and we allocated the rest of the chunk that was remaining into installments that were manageable. They were slightly over $2,000 a month. This was a comfortable payment for us. Whenever you buy something that is on hire purchase or something that requires you to pay monthly payments, choose a payment that leaves you room to breathe. You may say it's only 1 year, I won't feel it that much, but 1 year is a long time for you to suspend everything that you need to do. Or just for you to eat vegetables because you cannot afford T-bone steak. Always be mindful also of other eventualities that can take place within that period that you're making the payments. All I'm saying is leave wiggle room for you to be able to do other things and still enjoy a normal life. At this point, I gave my brother the power of attorney to execute for me. Being in the diaspora and building, like I said, and dealing from far can be quite a lot of work. If you are able, I highly recommend that you find someone that you trust who can act on your behalf. Believe me, this speeds up the work, and it just gives you peace of mind knowing that someone has your interest at heart and is close enough to be able to deal on your behalf. And also, besides, my brother is a lawyer, so it made the work so much easy for us, and he's on top of things as well. Even the time when Kingsland wanted to cut corners, he was able to call them out and make them do the right thing. He kept guiding us and helping us through the whole process. Does anyone have a brother, a sister, or a friend like my brother who can move mountains for them? I really appreciate my brother for standing in for us and making sure that everything was working right. Record keeping. Every time we made direct payments to Kingsland City, I made sure to send the copy to my brother. He also got the copies of the receipts from Kingsland and kept everything together. Record keeping is very important. Whenever you enter into any contract or any transaction at all, make sure you keep all the receipts. Whenever there is an exchange of money from one person to another, the receipts should be kept. Word of mouth is not going to save you from dubious deals. At one time, we had to do a reconciliation with them to make sure that we're at par with the records. Do not expect anyone to keep stock of what you are paying, and always keep a receipt for every money that you pay out. You get it, my bosses? Every exchange of cash needs a receipt and not a word of mouth. Building process. All throughout the process, as we kept making the monthly payments, Kingsland kept giving us an update of how the building was going. And one thing I forgot to mention is Kingsland have consultants. So whenever you apply for any property there, they'll assign you a consultant, and you have to reach out and find out what's going on with them, and they'll keep you updated of the process. In July of 2022, we made our final payment, and we were so excited. After we made the final payment in July, we're thinking by August, then we can get the apartment handed over to us according to the agreement. But that didn't happen. we were told that handover takes place 6 months after you've finished making your payment. So when we visited in December of 2022, but we're kind of disappointed because we're expecting the handover then. Fast forward, by April of 2023, the handover was done. The apartment was finally ready. We were so happy about this purchase. What to expect at handover? Look forward to the next video in this series. Thank you so much for watching.